Hey everybody, it's a she her. Licensed Game Hole. You might be wondering, hey, wasn't Licensed Game Hole turning into a more? This is good. This is real good. I love how compressed it is. Wasn't Licensed Game Hole turning into kind of a? I need to turn my volume down. It's too loud for me. Wasn't Licensed Game Hole turning into an essay review thing? There we go. Yes, it was. I'll stay on easy. Yeah, so it was, and, well, yeah. We were kind of burning out, honestly. I think the honest explanation for what was going on is we were kind of starting to burn out on it. It's a lot of work for us to do that. And quite frankly, our autism just loves playing licensed games, and it was stopping us from playing as many licensed games, which was kind of disappointing to us because it was like we had to make an whole episode after playing a game. We just want to play licensed games, and so we're going back to this format. I'm not saying the essay review format is dead forever, but if we pull it out, we're going to pull it out more selectively, I think. And yeah, it's a lot of work. It's more than we are able to do. We are a spoonie. Yeah. I don't know. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you all will enjoy us going back to this. We want to play more licensed games, and we weren't playing many licensed games, and now we're going to be playing a lot of licensed games for you all again. Still probably won't play every licensed game we play on the whole, but yeah. This is Kim Possible, Revenge of Monkey Fist. We played this already, and we recorded this because we were gonna do an actual review episode of it, and now we're not, so let's play the game again. I do think one of the things for sure is that we are going to be a little more, So by the way, Kim's fucking ugly in this game. Look at her. Ugh. The portrait and the sprite are both pretty bad. What was I talking about? Oh, one thing we did learn is we definitely want to, like, show off as much of games as possible before we weren't... When we were doing this the first time, so Wade will call in and be like, hey, Kim, some of your moves open up other personality possibilities. What he doesn't tell you is that he means you can do that to get up there. So, this is the long jump in this game. You'll notice we cartwheel. So we cartwheel, and then we hit A, and she does a whole extra flip in there. So you have to plan out for that whole extra flip. God forbid you don't plan out the extra flip in there when you're doing a long jump. And you'll see us fuck this up plenty of times, don't worry. Being familiar with this one does have an advantage. Oh, there's a story to this game. It's in the manual. We took a pic of it. Hold on. I can pull that up real quick. I can even put that on screen if I find it. Yes. Let me do that even. Okay, here it is. Here's the story for this game. Dr. Draken has teamed up with Monkey Fist and Shigo to take over the world. Using their Master Villain credit card, they have purchased hundreds of minions, forming an army of monkey ninjas and Draken henchmen. Not only are these creeps trying to take over the world, they've kidnapped Unstoppable. Plan to use him as a guinea pig for their super secret weapon of destruction. Kim will team up with Rufus. Rufus isn't in this game at all, by the way. Everything else about in the lore is just whatever. It doesn't matter. Let me use my lipstick. The lipstick laser is very good. Oh, I took quite a bit of damage on that. That's okay, because there's a taco on the end. This game isn't good, by the way. In case you were wondering, hey, is this game gonna be good or bad? It's not good. We can tell you that from the start. But yes, yes, licensed game haul. This is, we still want to play licensed games. We're just gonna chill a little with our YouTube channel and licensed game haul again. But yeah, we want to show off as much of these games as possible. Is what we did learn. I got a new achievement that we didn't get before. I don't know what these things are, so we can point to most of the enemies in this game and just tell you where they're from. I don't know what the kids are from in this stage. I don't know what these bear things are from. I sure do not remember this episode. We've been watching Kim Possible. If you die, that happens. Kim Possible's pretty good. If you never watched Kim Possible, it's not the kind of show where it's like, oh wow, this is shockingly, smart, and it has a story. It's pretty typical. Definitely aimed at like tweens. It has that kind of feel like the kind of show where it's like Powerpuff Girls, where it's on the, this gives us invincibility, where it's on the edge between the like girl show and boy show signifiers, which makes for a better show. No. Some point up here is where Wade first tells you about long jumping. And they give you no indication that you need to start real far back to long jump. I might need to long jump to get that, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get all the crystals. So this game, yeah. This was made 2002, Digital Eclipse, and THQ published. THQ and Disney are listed as publishers for this. THQ and Disney Interactive. I don't know how you can joint publish something, but I guess they figured it out. I miss you. Oh yeah, here's where Wade's like, here's how the long jump, Kim. You can do longer jumps. And he doesn't at all tell you that, you better rev the hell up. You're just gonna stand on the goo like that? That's gonna turn you into a freak, kid. Yeah, Kim Possible, pretty good. We're like almost through Season 2. Season 2 is long. Season 2's like 30 episodes. Hey, and they got Camp Wannaweep in here. You better go rescue Ron from Camp Wannaweep. Camp Wannaweep. I think Return to Camp Wannaweep is even the name of an episode, but I think it's the Season 2 episode. Camp Wannaweep is the terrible camp that Ron went to and had terrible memories of. And we can relate, because we went to some terrible camps as a kid. And this guy, it has Gil, who's a... So he, like, switched places with Ron. Because Ron didn't want to swim in the lake because he was scared. And so he switched places with Gil's arts and craft class, but it turned out they were dumping toxic waste into the lake, so Gil got turned into a, mutant fish man. Impossible's a wild show. Like, that's what we mean about kind of being on the boy-girl show divide. Well, not that we actually believe in, boy and girl shows should be separate, but obviously networks still believe that shit. And, Kim Possible has some, like, gross out stuff that we wouldn't expect out of a girl show, but it is still distinctly, about a girl in high school. Also, you can bounce on enemies. That can actually damage you. Oops, wrong button. What did Wade want to tell me here? you're stuck, try using the lipstick laser. Yeah, so for some reason you have to use a lipstick laser to blast through some doors. I don't know. I don't know. This show was released in... Not this show. This game was released in the middle of the show's first season, by the way. It definitely has that feel like with He-Man of... There's not enough show content, or even a surety that this show's still going to be around. You can use that grappling hook to grapple up there, and that's going to be important later. I think... Wasn't Cabin 13 the one Ron was at? Ron was in? I think so, because, you know, 13... Oh, Gil can just open this for us, I guess. You wanna open it for us, Gil? Because I didn't see any lipstick laser back there. Come on. Open it. Open it. Open it faster, Gil. I'm wondering now if he can open this, but yeah, we wanna show games off. We weren't showing games off enough the first time we were doing the game pool, because we were just doing single episodes. So expect more multi-part episodes. What we'll probably do is like, if we're doing multi-parters, you might see like part of a game. Where'd she go? The bosses in this game all suck, by the way. So what you want to do is, you want to do a 3-hit combo and then block, because she could attack you, but she also likes to just run away. You see, they just cycle on what they want to do, but if you do like another combo, she will attack you during that combo. This is what we learned. See, she can do that too. I let go of my thing, so I got hit. Shigo looks pretty ugly too, but the sprite art in this game, not great. Not impressed. Also, oh, she killed me somehow, even though I was blocking. I love that they've got these super compressed cinematics in. This game's only 8 levels and it has no battery save, but they found time to get scenes from the show in. And it's like, surely whatever you could have put in instead of these scenes would have been better. He does say South American. Okay, he says coordinates to the South American jungles here. So, we're going to South America next, right? Monkey Temple Madness. We're gonna go to South America, right? Look, we're over in China! Why did he say South America and then we're in China? I think it's fascinating. I do think this game has a lot in common with He-Man in that way. I think it's kind of a, it sets a standard for us for games made too early in a TV show's lifespan. Because they just didn't have enough to do, and so they kind of rushed this out, but they also kind of, on the way, lack any proper character stuff. And they have to, and they make silly mistakes like that, where it's just like, let's go to China. And it's like, well, let's go to South America, then we go to China. It's like, what? Huh? Oh, this stage sucks, by the way. So, there's these vertical drops. As you can see, you can't move the camera. You go down. You can't, well, okay, that one's deceptive. But you see, we can't look down here. And there's, like, platforms and shit. Watch. We go down here. Oh, there's an enemy, and we bounce on them, and we take damage. Like, that's not fair. There's no way I could have known I would fall on that enemy. I think... I'm not gonna say this game's good, but I do think it's better when it's just horizontal, these vertical stage. As it gets to these more vertical stages and stuff, it starts to run into more problems. What are those cat snakes? Those must be DNA Me creations, right? Wow, if you can't do the thing, why don't you use the grappling hook? I'm trying to remember. So there's one part where you go to the left and it drops you into one of these pits of acid. Yes, you can't see that pit of acid, so you don't even know if you mess up the grappling hook, you're gonna fall in there. This part was fun the first time we played because Wade's like, use your roll. And we didn't know how to roll, so we had to look up the manual. That's why we read the lore in the manual. So the way you roll is you go into cartwheel and then you hit B. You don't hit down. It's also worth noting the manual lists a move that does not exist. It says if you hit up and B, Kim does a, like uppercut or something. But no, this is up and B, this is regular B. It's the same move. It's just not in the game. Yeah, you have to use this roll a lot. Once it gives it to you. I like her expression in the upper left as the health goes down. That's a nice touch. This game does have some nice touches. The thing about this game is it's kind of halfway to a good Kim Possible game. Like, the ideas are there, like giving you the... Like, you have the gadgetry. I think having the gadgetry all the time would have been a better choice than just some of the time. Because then you would really have options for each situation instead of just whatever the game decides to give you at that moment. Yeah, I just kind of cheesed that drop. This level sucks. Oh no, it's Monkey Fist. Monkey Fist is like all the other bosses because he just kind of does stuff. He can fall on top of you, and that's no fun. Also, the fact that cartwheel and block are the same button is increasingly going to be a problem as we go through the game. Because God forbid you move and try to block and now you've done a cartwheel right into the enemy. Yeah. Monkey Fist likes to do these wall jumps. That's his bit. Monkey Fist is voiced by Tom Kane on the show. And it's interesting because we're so used to Tom Kane as like... We first heard Tom Kane as Mr. Harriman. And then we heard him as the Clone Wars narrator. And Monkey Fist is a villain. Mr. Harriman from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, I should point out. Yeah, we're just gonna use Licensed Game Hole to be autistic. Why not? Anyways, every boss in this game sucks, and this is basically the same way you want to fight them. You gotta do anything? You done? Oh. I like that you can end up bouncing on top of him.
You are ready, my monkey ninjas.
Wow. Wow, Monkey Fist went to space! There was an episode of the show where Monkey Fist went to space. I like that little musical riff. That's pretty good. I think it's funny, there's been like several episodes of the show by this point where Ron learns to be friends with a monkey. Ron hates monkeys too. That was from, because of his Camp Wanna Weep experience. I'm really disappointed. The most disappointing part of this game to us is, yeah, I know how to do that. I better know because you let me into a trap. Oh, these are the BBs? I don't remember them being fast in their first episode. They're fast in their second episode, but that's a season 2 episode, so I assume they did not have access to that. But yeah, the BBs are another Kim Possible villain. I don't know. What are we here for if not to point out all the what all the references are? This you also have to look in the manual to know how to do. You have to hit R to use the teleporters. Like, this game gives you tutorials, but then the tutorials are incomplete in a way where if you don't have the manual, you will still get stuck. So why put in tutorials at all? What was I talking about? I don't remember. We're almost at the Sitchin Time special, if you know Kim Possible. We're excited to get there. So, that's actually not... I think we want to roll under these, if I remember right. Yeah. Sitchin Time. So, Sitchin Time is like... You might know it as one of the Kim Possible movies, but Disney actually doesn't consider it a movie. It's instead a 3-part special. So that is how it is listed on Disney Plus, is as 3 episodes in season 2. But like, I'm pretty sure everybody else considers it to be its own separate special. So I'm not entirely sure why they did that. Yeah, this is a big old teleporter maze level, by the way. What you have to do is basically the same thing we just did, where you find where the lipstick is, which is here, and then you take it to where the door you need to bust through is, which is somewhere else. Wow. I just... Like, especially... Oh, here's the door. Especially whenever Kim's running, I think what her sprite really looks like to us is like they put a wig on an emoji. Like, look at it when she's running, especially. That looks like wig on the emoji, right? Wig on an emoji, I know. It's really serious. Yeah, space station. Ron hates monkeys, that's what we were talking about. Ron's bunkmate at Camp Wannaweep was a monkey. Oh, it's Monkey Fist again. Except this time, Monkey is dropped from the ceiling. It's basically in our best interest to just ignore them and fight Monkey Fist. Well, I can take out one, I think. Oh, yeah, there's a good example where I was trying to block and then Kim did a cartwheel instead. Well, I have to take out both of them now. Kind of stands there. Like, I don't know why the boss cycles are just so empty. Like, surely this was not how the developers wanted the game to be. Like, you don't tend to have bosses where it's just you sit there for a long time while the boss does nothing in games. Like, normally a boss will at least attack. You know? Yeah. That was a pretty good spot to get him in.
Monkey ninjas!
And Ron is here, even though he's not here. Right, at some point I think I got distracted. The disappointing part about this game is there's no Ron and no Rufus. Like, by having Ron kidnapped, he just doesn't show up in the game. And then Rufus is just not in the game. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Outside the menu screen. And like, well, you'll see the end card has him and Rom, but that's not really anything. It's just disappointing. It feels like they weren't given proper guidance on the weight of the characters, you know? Because Rufus is easily as popular as Kim. Possibly more so in the, with regards to the show's male fan base, so... I bounced off that Betty. I bounced that Betty. I cannot throw grenades correctly at these Bettys. BBs. They're not called Bettys. I am a fraud. I'm a faker and a fraud. I like these little, arena areas. Stop that, please. Oh, Christ. I'm dead. We did use save states the first time we played this game, and we might use them again once we get to the last few levels. Last few levels are a significant bounce up in difficulty. I think this game also needed some, like, this is one of those situations where it really needed more, like, having grenades all the time, because those guys love to, sit in spaces like that, and then it's just like, you can't really do anything. You need some sort of bop from above attack, which you don't have. Oh, so also, this game is called Revenge of Monkey Fist. So we've now seen all the Monkey Fist in the game. This is a unique situation for a licensed game. But if your title is villain name, if it's something like Batman, the Joker is back, and the Joker is not the primary villain of that game, you are going to lose points. You are going to lose adaptation points for that, for just, you know, lying. Like, it's Revenge of Monkey Fist. I get Monkey Fist is a villain in this game. Like, that's fine. I can get it with this. These things give you pictures. I'll show them on the last level so that we don't have to keep going into the menu to look at them. But yeah. I think if your game is like some sort of hero game and your title is Villain is Back, that villain has to be the primary villain. Wow, someone's combined real estate. No big. Me playing the game, so not the drama. Honestly, let's just call the whole thing with "oh game hold," so not the drama. So this is where the game's difficulty really ramps up. Suddenly there are bottomless pits, and you have to, if you are not already perfect at, rolling under is also scary because you can keep rolling into those pits, and now you've got shit like this going on where you have to do a wall jump. That's not the hardest one. I think this one's kind of hard. Yeah. Yeah, this one's tricky. Because you have to do the wall jump off. Yeah. Maybe this isn't that hard. Maybe we just built it up as we were playing it before. Oh no, this one. Yeah, it's very easy to roll into that pit there, and that's just a life down. Just automatically lose a full-ass life for that. And it suddenly expects you to be quite capable of the platforming here. So it's not the biggest difficulty uppage, but it is a difficulty increase. I think this factory is the factory from the episode where Draken was trying to take over the video game factory, and I'm pretty sure also that was in Japan, and not California, where the map pointed us. I think that also had these top things. I think so. I think so. And I've been watching a lot of Kim Possible. Been watching Kim Possible and Dragon Ball Z. Don't worry, we'll get some... Nope. Yeah, you see there, she just kind of doesn't stop rolling, and so she rolls right into the hole. Into the game hole. And now here she is, in the game hole. Oh, I did not think I was gonna make that jump. Oh, and here's this weird bunny rhino. I think that's one of Dia Navy's creations. It's the only time you see it in the game. I don't know why they put the sprite in so you could fight it once. It's not even like a mini-boss. It didn't manage to do anything to us. Here's Shigo again. Like, what a... Shigo! Why are you running into a wall, Shigo? See, the third one there just goes right through your block, and I'm not sure why. So there's no real good way to block that. Yeah, they made Shigo very disappointing in this game. You just kind of have to take it. Okay, I can get 2 combos off there. Okay, Shigo's dead. We're almost done with this game. Oh, and then the walls closed. So immediately you're like, oh my god, wall jump off the walls. Except, you have to wait until they get really close before you can do that. I like the idea here. I like the idea that it's like, uh-oh, the walls are closing, but it's very obvious what you need to do. And it's pretty easy to do it. Shout out to John DiMaggio as Dr. Draken. We love all the voice actors that show up on this show. What? Holy shit, we got new achievements. Wow. It's Dr. Draken's evil lair. In Africa, for some reason. Why is your lair in Africa, Dr. Draken? And then you see the gems, it's like, oh, he's Elon Musk. I get it. Yeah, Richard Horvitz showed up on an episode we watched recently. That was pretty good. You gotta love Richard Horvitz whenever he shows up. There's also some pretty good celebrities in there. Like, there's an episode with Adam West, and the villain in that one was played by, oh crap, I can't remember his name. Oh, I will need to know. I need the grappling hook for that, I'm pretty sure. The villain in that one was, Dr. Cox from Scrubs. I can't remember his name. It's got a C. It's like blank C blank. One of those names. But it's not John C. Reilly. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, that was pretty fun. We were like, what are you doing here? And then Ricardo Montalban is Senor Senior. And Patton Oswalt is Professor Dementor. A lot of good voice acting. Oh, Gary Cole. Gary Cole plays Kim's dad, and Jean Smart plays her mom. Love animation. Love voice acting. Yeah. This is the final stage of the game, by the way. It's not as bad as the factory, just because it doesn't have the bottomless pits, but they threw spikes everywhere instead. Oh no, I didn't get the completed stage without taking damage achievement again. I don't care. Like, a lot of interesting ideas in play here. It's a shame the game doesn't really come together, but I think they did have some ideas. I can punch you through this wall, and now I'm stuck here. Oh no, I can grenade it. I can grenade it. Oh, you can grenade the doors. Okay. Guess we just screwed it up last time we tried to do that. Okay, shoot your shot. I'm pretty sure these guys are not baddies who work for Draken. Almost certain, but you know, we've also seen DNA creations, and she's not in this game, so clearly the developers weren't like that caring that much about it. I don't know why I'm trying to do that. I should just... Okay. Now I can try to get up there. See, you have to be so precise on when you start your... cartwheel. Oh, we got all the jewels on this stage. I'm going to die. That's okay. Just do that. Oh. We have all the pictures now. So what you do is you go here, you go to pictures. Wow, it's pictures of Kim Possible on the Club Banana magazine? So it says it's a Club Banana magazine in the manual. It says Bettina on the magazine though. And I think Bettina is like a pop star. Like, you know, she's like Christina Aguilera, so I'm not sure why she's on the Bettina magazine. Set phasers to cool. Combat cool. Style evolved. Not available. Go Mad Dog style. Not available. The inside story. This is cute. It's cute that this is here. So one of the things is though, because this doesn't have battery save, you can only see the pictures in the movies while you're in levels. So you unlock, the movies are just all the cinematics, but you unlock these and then you can't even see them unless you are playing the game. So no matter what you do in the game, when you beat it, you've just lost all your collectibles. Here's Dr. Draken, he's the final boss fight. You have to... So this boss fight requires you to do your high jump so you can get up and smack him. And as we've already noted, the high jump doesn't work great. I think this was an interesting idea. It's a little better than the other ones because it makes you do something instead of just standing there and walking. That being said, this still isn't fun. In fact, it's just as unfun because you have to do your high jumps, and the high jumps are so imprecise. Oh no, am I gonna beat the game without a game over? I don't know. Maybe not. It's okay. If we game over, it does take us back to the current boss fight at least. Oh, you have a life left. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna cheese it. I'm throwing down a save state. Oh, well, I didn't need to cheese it. He's dead. Thank you, extremely compressed John DiMaggio. Okay, so we got all the power gems. We didn't get all the pictures. And that's the ending graphic. The end. And that is Kim Possible, Disney's Kim Possible, Revenge of Monkey Fist. Developed by Digital Eclipse. Yeah, this game's not great. There's no music over the credits either. I didn't remember that part. Special thanks to God and everyone's mom and dad. Little Kimmy, all the creatures of the world, even the ones with the double Z's in their names. Oh, this game isn't great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Digital Eclipse. We think there were the gems of a good game here, because, like, you have your gadgets, you have your trotting around, you have your globe-trotting adventure, you have the villains. Oh, coming soon, Kim's next adventure.
Senor, senior.
Ah, Kim Possible, my feisty teen nemesis. You complete me.
Don't forget me.
Wow. So that's a movie you can't rewatch either, because again, you can't do anything. Yeah, they're the gems of a good game here. Like, we like the gadget system. You like Kim's moveset, even if it's a little wonky. Like, giving you the cartwheel really feels like getting that cheerleaderness in there, which I think is important. No Ron and Rufus, that sucks a lot. Barely any villains. And we end on that teaser, and that teaser's funny because Digital Eclipse did not come back. There are more Kim Possible GBA games, but Digital Eclipse did not come back for them. Every other Kim Possible game is developed by Artificial Mind and Movement. So, it was nice that you thought that you knew someone was gonna make more Kim Possible games, but it wasn't you. Yeah, there's just not enough of Kim Possible. There's none of the flavors, there's none of the sharp wit of the show. Yeah. And, you know, there's not much to do otherwise, also, because you get 100% of the levels, you can go for that. You can play on normal if you want. But that is all the game has to offer, and we've seen it all. And replaying it, I was able to beat it in under an hour. And, it's just not... It's not something we want to come back to. We have come back to it now because we had to record playing it again. But I don't think this game's very good. We give it a 2 for adaptation and a 2 for fun. There's gems here. Again, I think if they had made the gadget system more something you're always holding on to, and maybe since Select's unused, you could cycle through like the grenades and the lipstick laser, then you would actually have an arsenal and your grappling hook. Having them as power-ups doesn't really work great. Collecting the gems just for 100% isn't great either. I think there should have been more of a get the gems, get a life system. But yeah, this game's not great, but it's playable. It's certainly playable, so it's got that going for it, but we don't recommend it. Yeah, that's Kim Possible, Revenge of Monkey Fist. This is Licensed Game Hole. No longer in review format, but always we will be playing licensed games. So we will see you next time for more licensed games. Bye, everybody.